I said this before, but it bears repeating. The reason why they push household income instead of individual income with us as a community is because they don't want you to know how wealthy you really could be, how we could be. And let me explain why. So when they do household income, they're basically counting everybody in the house who makes money, and this is how much people make. So they always put us like near the bottom or close to the bottom because they're saying, oh, well, you guys don't make that much. But here's the trick. It's household income. It's not individual income. Our community, the women in our community work more than anybody else in this country. We are the #1 working women in this country in terms of our group. We work more as a group of women than any other group in this country. So if we on average make 46K individually, and our men make on average 56K individually, if we combine those incomes, do the math, okay? We would be at 56 plus 46. What is that? 12, like, what is that? Like 102K? That's 6 figures a year, okay? If my math is wrong, please, I just did it on the fly. If that happened overnight, we'd be one of the wealthiest, if not the wealthiest group in the country, because most of the women are working. So that's why you have a push for gender wars. That's why you have a push for us to have issues in our relationships, and a push for our men not to be educated. Why? Because if we're educated and we're already climbing up and doing well, if our men got educated, they would make even more money on average per year. And therefore, also too, think about this. Our educated groups, the educated among our groups are the #1 married groups in the world. So, I mean, not world, but the country. So let me just tell you this. So when they say, oh, nobody wants an educated woman, that's actually false. The women in our community that are the most educated are actually the #1 married women in our group. So if you have a bachelor's degree, you are way more likely to be married than if you don't. Okay. So that's false anyway. Also, but that goes for men too. The more an educated man is in our community, the more likely it is for him to be married. So think about it this way. If we had a household income and tomorrow, like half of our community decided to get married, we would be one of the wealthiest, if not the wealthiest group in this country. If more of our men, let's just say 20 or 30% more of our men decided to go get a degree, then we would be the wealthiest group in this country, simply for the fact that most of the women in our community are working. The issue is when we separate and we divide and we have separate households, which is what they want, then it dilutes the amount of money that we have and it makes us struggle. Okay. This is why they have gender wars. This is why they don't want our men to get it together. So we can get together and have harmony. So if we could get ourselves into therapy, do some work and get educated and do better things with our, encourage our children, we could get there if we just got married. Like we would solve 70% of our poverty issues in our community if we just got married more. And I know we've had a lot of issues with ourselves and with our community, and I don't want us to marry people that are not good for us, but that means that we need to do therapy and we need to retrain our children. We need to retrain our boys to be more responsible, more accountable, and to go to college. We need to raise our girls to choose wiser. We need to protect our girls better from wayward types of men. We also need to raise our girls to also understand like what their roles are and how to spot somebody who's not going to be productive for a family. So there's a lot of stuff that we can do with our children. If we feel like our generation is gone, which it might be, go ahead and start with the children. If you have nieces, nephews, children, little cousins, grandchildren, whatever, start with them. Fix some of the issues that we have. And it can't be just the boys or just the girls, because we're in this together as a team. No matter what, to create children and to keep this ethnicity going, we have to be with each other, whether it's for one night or whatever, but we still have to be with each other. So please, let's just teach the children something better than what we did before, both males, both the girls and the boys.